Hello, I'm Allison, I play trombone, and I like to make mistakes. So I bought Pokemon cards. Why did I do that? I don't know. I don't play the game. I've never played Pokemon, the trading card game. I don't care. I like collecting things. I like opening stuff. And I was like, I'm just gonna do that. So if you didn't know, I actually played the original Pokemon games. I mean like the Game Boy, the old games. And I actually got some of the original trading card game cards. The first ones. I believe I have a holographic Charizard somewhere. So even though I kind of fell out of it and I don't really care about Pokemon that much, I was watching some YouTube videos of people opening cards and I really liked a lot of the art and stuff that they have. So I figured, why not collect something? It's fine. So here's the plan. I have this box, which is Scarlet and Violet Paldea Evolved, and I have no idea what half this crap is. I did play the new Pokemon Snap, so I kind of know, but this is a box with 6 booster packs. And what I decided was this. I'm gonna get these opened, and if I get even one like alternate art card, I may continue this endeavor and maybe every now and then just enjoy a box just because I'm casual. If, however, I get nothing and I just get a couple of, reverse holos or whatever, then I'm just gonna be like, I'm done with this. This is stupid, even more so than it already is. I understand collecting cards can be stupid to some people, but if I get nothing, then I will just call this a very fun experiment, something that you can enjoy. And to make this extra fun, I'm going to be judging these cards, and I think today I'm going to judge them on how useful they would be on a deserted island. So we'll find out. We'll find out together. So here we go. We're gonna open the cards now while my cat yells at me from outside. Here we go. So we're opening. This is already a fantastic start. Okay, so I've already bent the box a little bit, so good start. Command rousing performance. Energy surges as new powers awaken in perilous. I don't care. I don't care. Get away. I don't care. Okay, so here's the box. Okay, we're gonna open the box. I have never done this before. I've never gotten a box before. I have not opened cards like this in like 25 years. So this is very exciting. And there it is. There's some Pokemon cards. We have these cards. Can you tell I'm not used to showing cards on camera? Where do I go? This way? Okay, so now we're gonna attempt to open the first pack. I don't know how this works. There's gotta be like a way to open these that I'm gonna discover very shortly here. There we go. Okay. So I need to sort this. Hold on. Okay. So first we have, Makuhita, which is the reverse holo. I don't know if you can see that or not. Nice. How do I feel about Makuhita being on a deserted island? Okay, well here's pros. Very clearly this is a pillow guy. He's a pillow. You can use him as a pillow. Do you know how hard it is to find pillows on a deserted island? I think it's very hard to do. So that's already a plus. Also, he has what appears to be pretty nice boxing gloves. Any wildlife that tries to hurt you, you've got a boxing glove dude right here. He can absorb attacks from enemies. I mean, that's pretty good. I feel like out of a 10, I would give him a good, like, maybe a 3 out of 10, like you don't really need a pillow to survive. He is a little soft, so I'm gonna give him a nice 3. A pillow is nice, but that's about it. Next one we have is Litleo reverse holo. Ta-da! Whoa, that's very shiny. That's too shiny. Okay, how useful is he on a deserted island? Okay, well, he's still little. This is Sora from KH2 in the Lion King world. That's what this is. So he's got claws. He can kind of bite, but he's still little and he doesn't know how to hunt yet. So I don't really know how I feel about that. He does seem to be kind of hot. Maybe he could help you build a fire, and fires are pretty darn important for living. So I'm going to say on a deserted island that Litleo gets maybe a 4 out of 10. I think 4 is decent. He can make fire, but he's not really big or knowledgeable enough to do much more than that. Fires are pretty important. 4 out of 10. Okay. Next, we have We have a Spiritomb. Regular hollow? Well, this one's pretty easy. It says fettered in misfortune. This is a minus 10 out of 10 in usefulness on a deserted island because fettered in misfortune is the last thing I would ever want on a deserted island. Minus 10 out of 10, get out of my face. Next, we have a basic energy. Hooray. So whatever system I did was wrong because this is supposed to be the last one, so oh well. Now we have Hoppip. Okay, well, what does Hoppip do? During your opponent's next... Okay, so Hoppip, let's see. Blown across vast distances by the wind. It is unclear. Okay, so I feel like this thing gets a 1 out of 10. It just gets blown away. It doesn't actually help you do anything, so that's... Yeah, I don't care for that. 1 out of 10. Ooh, regular Makita. We established 3 out of 10. Oh, Pincurchin. Okay. Well... It generates electricity when it digests food, and that could be helpful because you could use its electricity to have electricity. So, but then if you had electricity, but then if you weren't an engineer, you wouldn't know how to channel the electricity though. So that's kind of a problem. Okay, well, let's just assume this works like the Pokemon universe where I just have a phone, he's like, zzz, after he eats. That would be pretty useful. So I'm gonna give that like a 6 out of 10. That's definitely pretty useful. All right, next one, Dano. This one can't see. That's already not good. You will be covered in wounds until a Dano warms up to you. Okay, well, I'm going to give this one a 1 out of 10. I don't need to be on a deserted island with a dino chomping at me all the time. I'm already going to have it hard enough. 1 out of 10. Don't want that. Ooh, Grusha. That's a fun name. Grusha? She looks kind of... Okay, well, deserted island's typically warm, and she looks to be dressed pretty warmly, which would imply to me that she's kind of more used to the cold, and I don't really care for that because I need somebody that can withstand the harsh conditions of the island with me. So I don't really think she can handle it that well. However, she does have a pretty intense stare going on under this scarf, so... Maybe she just happens to be cold in this moment, but she's got that like steely glare of a survivor. So I'm gonna give her the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna judge the steely stare and the resolve, and I'm gonna give her a 7 out of 10. I think she'd be the surprise survivor, you know, at the end of the movie. That's what I think. Okay, man, I keep going the wrong way. Where do I go? Whoa! And then finally we have Primeape. Oh, I know this one. There's one. Primeape is pretty dope. Prime is in his name. Ape is in his name. I bet he would be good on surviving the island. He can climb. He's got anger. He can defend you. He can grab stuff for you. He probably might know the lay of the land. Maybe. I'm gonna give this dude an 8 out of 10. I think he could do a lot for you on an island. Although he might have a bit of a temper that could get in the way sometimes of things that you want to do. So let's give him an 8 out of 10. I think that's good. Finally, we have Miss Magius. Well, Magical Flick is nice. We do like magic. Its cry sounds like an incantation. It said the cry may rarely be imbued with happiness-giving power. Okay, so I'm gonna say... Okay, so I'm going to say that this card is, again, probably not what I want. I don't really need bad juju when I'm on this deserted island. It's already going to be hard enough, so we're going to give this dude 0 out of 10. 0. 0. You get nothing. All right. Open my first pack of Pokemon in like 2 decades. That was actually kind of okay. It was actually fun. I like this. We gotta survive here, you know? We gotta survive. We gotta get with the survival somehow. And we're just gonna open these normally, I think, because I started with the hollows first, and that's not what I want. So I'm just gonna turn it over, and we're just gonna do it the normal way, I guess, and see what happens. Okay, so first card is Magikarp. Yay! I know this one too. So Magikarp. Well, I can already tell you a 1 out of 10. 1. He flops around and nothing happens. That's all you gotta know about Magikarp. Now, if he were a Gyarados, that might be different. Maybe Gyarados could like scout for me underwater, get me some fish for breakfast, you know, like find underwater passages to caves that might lead to treasure or something. But Magikarp, he flops around. The end. All right, next one is, Slowpoke. I know this one too. This is good. I know these. Slowpoke is just kind of, wait a minute now. Hold up. Slowpoke has tail fishing. Okay, that's a good thing. You could definitely procure food that way. So like between the you know, lit Leo, whatever it is, and Slowpoke. One makes fire, one gets you fish. You're feeding pretty well, right? I'm going to give that skill a lot of weight, and I'm going to give him a good 6 out of 10. That's 6 out of 10 useful on a deserted island. Yes. Next one. Oh, look, Litlea, speaking of which, awesome, see? So with their powers combined, you get fire, you get fish. You eat well, you maybe get rescued. Yeah, okay, next one. Rockruff. Oh, Rockruff. Okay, that name's really cute. Okay, so I don't know that Rockruff would actually maybe greaten your survivor chances in terms of just like physical attributes, but Rockruff is very cute. And I do think that just, you know, by lifting your spirits, by being very cute, that might increase your will to live. So maybe that counts for something. So we can give Rockruff, I'm going to give Rockruff a pretty high score. I'm going to give Rockruff a 7 out of 10 because you have to be in a really good mental state and want to survive, right, on a deserted island. So you want to make sure, right, that you have somebody to like keep your spirits up. So 7 out of 10, Rockruff. Next card is Luxio. I know this one. Yay! I'm knowing a bunch of these. Okay, Luxio, similar to the other one where he can, this is good though, he can make electricity, he's got claws, he looks angry, he looks like he's got that survivor will to live kind of thing. Because electricity is not necessarily as immediately useful as fire, I am reluctant to give him a super high score, but I'll give him a good like 7 out of 10 because he makes electricity, he can help you fight, he can help you scavenge. He's probably got heightened senses, you know, that help. So 7 out of 10 for him. All right, next card is, ooh, Bombardier. Oh, fun. Okay, this is great because, okay, this is a bird. The bird travels around. That's a good sign. Okay, here's what I like about this bird. This bird, if I wrote a letter on a leaf and gave it to this bird could fly very long distances from the island and deliver what I'm trying to say to somebody to rescue me. And that is probably the most important thing that you want to do if you're on a deserted island, is let somebody know that you're there so that they can rescue you. This gets a 10 out of 10. Number one goal is communicate with the outside. Bombardier can do it. 10 out of 10. That's my vote. All right, next card is Flamigo. Okay, Flamigo's cool. Flamigo's cool. I don't think that Flamigo would do a lot for me unless I had a pool on the island and I could sit on it like an inflatable flamingo, because Flamigo's just going to eat all the shrimp and turn pink and not really do much else. So I'm going to give Flamigo 1 out of 10. Sorry, Flamigo. All right, next one is, ooh, holographic Bramblin. Bramblin. Okay, well, Bramblin, very clearly is not very useful. However, if I were to use Bramblin as a cage for a small creature of some sort, or maybe as like a pot for a plant that I can like get food from, maybe. So I'm gonna give Bramblin a 2. 2 out of 10. Pretty useless, but like maybe I could just like utilize the cagey kind of shape and just do something with that. So 2 out of 10, even though it relies mostly on me to make him useful. All right, next card is, all right, okay, we shiny. We have an Arctibax, and I need to look at this now. It's a bird shark dino thing. Oh, that's cool. It evolves from Frigibax. Oh, because it's cold. Okay, look at that. Shiny. Ooh, okay, so it freezes the air around it. Okay, this is good. This is good. Okay, so not only is it shiny, okay, but it could be useful. It could be because on an island, it would be very hot and uncomfortable, and you need to hydrate, and you need to get food, you need shelter, and you need to regulate your body temperature, right? If this if this thing actually can air condition you by cooling the air around you to help you regulate and not overheat and get heat stroke and horrible things, I think that's very useful. I'm gonna give this a 5 out of 10. Because it's more, I mean, it is a bit more of a luxury than it is like a need, but I do think that it would be very convenient to have just on-demand AC. So we're gonna say that we're gonna say this is a 5 out of 10. Yeah. All right, here we go. Next one is, ooh, okay. All right, we got this, whatever that is. And we got energy. Yay! Don't care. Okay, so let's look at this guy. This is a Noivern. That's what I'm calling him now. Noivern. So what does this guy do? This is pretty dope. Covert flight. That's good. Let's see what the Pokemon does. Okay, well, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make some assumptions because I don't have a description of this guy. These are either awesome boombox speakers, or they might be like for hearing really well, or they might be for maybe for like blowing air gusts of some sort. Having a boombox would be pretty cool. Being able to supersonically hear could be pretty useful in case something's out to get you. But I don't really feel like either of those things is that useful, and I don't really think the gusts of wind are that useful unless you built a raft. Okay, if you built a raft, you would have your own wind right there, right? And that would help you travel. So we're gonna give this a 4 out of 10, I think. 4 out of 10. And the only reason it's so low is because you would have to spend so much of your energy and your nourishment to try to create a craft that would actually withstand the torrent of the ocean. And that would take a lot of work and engineering. So even though he has this ability, how likely is it that you would survive on a tiny raft? I've played Kingdom Hearts. I know how it is. So that's why it's not higher, I think. It just depends too much on you. 4 out of 10. We're not even halfway through, y'all. We're not even halfway through. This is delightful. I enjoy this. This is fun. All right, first one is, boom, Jigglypuff. Yay! Jigglypuff is useless. It can sing or slap. That's just like a bad girlfriend. Bye. Nope. Ooh, okay, Girafarig could be useful. Girafarig could be useful because Girafarig could camouflage, right? So it could forage without being seen, which could be maybe an advantageous thing. But that's kind of it. He just sort of reaches up real high and eats plants. And I don't really see how it could be that effective. I can't climb trees, but I could just hit the tree maybe to knock stuff down. I'm going to give Girafarig a 3 out of 10. Because while it could be useful to look up and, you know, forage up high, I just don't really see many more uses for it. And Girafarig seems to be quite large and in the way. So 3 out of 10. That's what I say. All right, next one is, boom. Ooh, Tropius. This one is dope. Okay. Already I'm excited because he is a freaking tree. His beard is bananas. What? He already is very clearly on an island. He knows his stuff. He knows the ins and outs of this place. There's the ocean. He can fly. 20 out of 10. 20 out of 10. This guy, Tropius, he's tropical. 20 out of 10. This guy's the guy you want. Immediate. Easy. Next we have a great ball. I know what that is. A great ball. Ta-da! A great ball is nice. A great ball could be useful. You could catch a fish Pokemon with it, and then you could eat it. Well, I'm going to give it a 3 out of 10. It's not really a long-term kind of survivability item, so we're gonna give that a 3. Next one is Gothorita. 0. Immediately 0. She's cute. Again, I don't need that energy. I don't need psychic anything. I don't want anything screwing my brain up any more than this horrible experience on an island is going to give me. 0. Sorry. Next one is, ooh, Honktro. Okay, let's read the description before we make a very quick judgment. It is merciless by nature. It is said that it never forgives the mistakes of its Murkrow followers. My score is definitely 0 out of 10 because I don't need some bird judging my every failing and mistake as I'm already dying on a deserted island. I don't need that kind of negativity. I have my boundaries and I don't want that guy to encroach upon them. So 0 out of 10. Next we have, oh, Sudowoodo. Although it always pretends to be a tree, its composition appears more similar to rock than vegetation. If I have Sudowoodo and I picked him up and I swung him very hard at things, I could use him as a weapon. I could use him to maybe clear out some brush that's in my way. I could use him for maybe small hunting of some sort. I feel like that could be pretty useful to have a weapon. He's an obviously like sentient weapon, I guess. I feel like that's kind of useful. 6 out of 10. Okay, next one is, ooh, Snoover. Well, snow is in the name. We like that a lot. It returns to the snow-covered summit in the spring. He can't really do anything for me on the island, I think. So, but he looks kind of cool. 1 out of 10, just because he looks neat. The next one is Clavel, 1 out of 10. No, okay, that was judgy. That was judgy. That was judgy. Okay, let's just work under the assumption that this person has done a lot of research on deserted islands. Let's just pretend that this Clavel fella maybe has some insight on how to maybe build that raft I talked about before. That would be kind of useful. Someone who has knowledge could be worth having, even if they don't really look like they can hack it. So let's give him like a 4.5 out of 10. 4.5, that's what I'm feeling. All right, and next we have, ooh, holographic Weavile. Weevil. I don't really think I don't need deviancy on my island. No, I don't need deviancy on my island. 1 out of 10. I don't want that. That's not going to help me survive. And finally, we have basic energy. Don't care. 4 of 6. 4 of 6. Super pack. Those should be illegal. A pip. We already established. Boo. We already established that one. And that one. Oh, fun. So Viper could get me into places I couldn't normally get. He can defend me very easily. He's got the fangs. He's got the know-how. He could do all that stuff. I could wear him like a scarf, and that's freaking sweet. I would look really cool with a like snake as a scarf. I'm gonna give him an 8 out of 10 because I think he's dope. I like him. 8 out of 10. Next we have, ooh, Pyroar. Okay, Pyroar is dope. Already, we're just gonna establish, because he evolves from Litleo, and I gave Litleo like a 4 out of 10. Pyroar can do everything Litleo can do and way more because he's bigger, he's got the life experience, he's got the hot bod, literally, and I think he would just be able to do everything, and he looks super duper dope. I could ride him maybe and just look awesome. 10 out of 10. Like 10. Just instant 10. Alright, next card is Luminous Energy. Well, it's every single type of energy, and that does seem kind of useful, so we're just gonna arbitrarily give this a 9 out of 10, because it just seems pretty useful to have. I don't really know why, but it just does. It's a rainbow color, I guess. 9 out of 10. Next we have, ooh, Delibird. Oh, and it's a reverse holo. Very nice. Oh my gosh, y'all. We have it. We have our 30 out of 10. It carries food all day long. There are tales about lost people who were saved by the food it had. That's all you need to know. 30 out of 10. 30 out of 10. All right, and the next one is Bravery Charm. Okay, your mental state is important. Placebos work. We're going to give this a 3 out of 10. 3, because I don't really see it working for me, but it could, and I can't rule it out, so I'm gonna give it a 3. All right, next we have, ooh, we have a Wigglytuff. It seems kind of cool, but it doesn't really do anything. If I could inflate it maybe and like make a balloon out of it and float to where I need it to go, that could maybe work, but I feel like it wouldn't be angry enough to stay inflated for that long, so that doesn't make sense. So 2 out of 10. If I could make it work, I think it might, but I think it would be, there's too many variables, you know? Who did we get for our island adventure? We got Rookidee. Okay. Rookidee's cute. I like Rookidee. So, again, I do think having birds is useful, right? Having a bird, they can travel where they need you to go, and they can transfer messages, and they can fly high, and maybe scope the surrounding area, possibly give you some good some air reconnaissance and stuff. So I'm gonna give this very lovely little bird a 7 out of 10. I think he's cute. I think he could help. I think he intimidates Pokemon. What's not to like? 7 out of 10. Next we have Magnemite. Yeah, he's just magnets. And how do they work? So I give him a 1. Sorry. All right, next we have a Lynx. Flinks. I don't know. I'm just gonna right off the bat give this a 1 out of 10. I don't really see the appeal. And if you think there is some appeal, let me know and tell me why I'm wrong. But I feel like there's not much appeal. 1 out of 10. And next we have Combi. Okay. Okay, we're gonna assume that Combi has a family, and Combi has a hive, and the hive is nearby, and that hive makes honey. And if that's the case, that means that Combi can help me live by sustaining me with honey and sugars, which are energy, which I would actually need for once on a deserted island. So I'm gonna give Combi an 8 out of 10 for that reason alone. Honey's delicious, it helps you get energy. 8 out of 10. All right, next we have Pomo. Pomo's electric, very cute. Kind of like Pikachu and Teddy Ursa had a baby or something, you know? Well, I don't really need their offspring on my island. 1 out of 10. No, I don't think so. All right, next we have Tinkatuff. Tinkatuff. Tinkatuff looks like candy. If I could eat Tinkatuff, Tinkatuff might be useful. However, I don't think that I can eat Tinkatuff, and because of that, Tinkatuff is probably not very useful. Therefore, I give Tinkatuff a 1 out of Tinka 10. Next we have Bravery Charm. We already established. Tropius, yes, but look, it's a reverse holo this time. Yeah, that makes it a 50 out of 10. Boop, 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 boop. All right, next we have, ooh, Giacomo. Okay, he looks knowledgeable about stuff. He could get some stuff done. I do feel like he'd be a little lazy, or maybe he'd panic really quickly. I don't know. He's just giving me 4 out of 10 vibes. I don't know why. So I'm going to give him a 4 out of 10. I just don't think on a deserted island he would bring the right things to the table. All right, and finally we have, ooh, we got a G-U-E-X. Whoa, I like this one. This is dope. It's a goldfish, but it's got, especially around the eyes, if you can see it, it's got these kind of like swirl things. It's very reminiscent of like a Japanese temple. This is very Japan to me, and I love it. And it's called Chiyu, which is very, very cool. For this alone, I'm going to give it a 4 out of 10. It really should get a 1 out of 10 because the tiny fish isn't really going to help me a whole lot in the end, but it looks so cool. This is a cool card. This is awesome. So I definitely give this 4 out of 10. Finally, energy. Whoop. All right, last pack, everybody. We'll see what we get. All right, for our island, we have Jigglypuff. Yeah, so we established that. Cool. Giraffe Rig, we established that. Cool. Tropius again. Yeah, we established that. We established this. If I get all duplicates, I'm going to feel really accomplished with this pack. That would be amazing. We have, ooh, Dun Sparse. Oh, sorry, Dadoon Sparse. This is useful. This is useful. This Pokemon could absolutely bore into the ground. You could dig for oil, or you could dig for gold, but most importantly, you can dig for an underground safe space that you could develop into a network. You could get around the island safer underground, maybe. I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. I think that's a pretty useful thing to have. 7 out of 10, yeah. All right, and next we have Pupitar. That doesn't seem very useful. I could throw him at people, you know, but I don't really think that's useful. 2 out of 10, only because he's got little spikes here, and I could just like chuck him at someone's face. 2 out of 10. Next we have Falconer. Ooh, Falconer looks like he's in a mood. Okay. He seems pretty useful. I'll give him a 7. I'll give him a 7. He looks pretty down to get some business done. He does look a little moody, which might be a bit of a problem, but I think, yeah, I think he could do that. Yeah, 7 out of 10. Next we have Delivery Drone. Yeah, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Of course. It can deliver stuff to you. You can deliver stuff to the outside world easy. It's easy. Yeah, 10 out of 10. Next we have Shinx. Oh, Shinx. Cool. We already established that, but this art is very cute, and I love that a lot. And finally, we have Palmot, but the holographic version, which is pretty cool. And we have energy. There you go. Woo! There you have it. There you have this humongous mess of cards that I have made. This is only 6 packs. This was incredibly fun. I can see myself doing this again. So what we're going to do last is I'm going to just go through a lot of the higher scored cards just so that we can remember who is going to help us on our journey off of the deserted island. Here we go. Pokemon, gotta catch 'em all. But no one could know just how fast and how far we'd fall. Deserted here, what can we do? Especially when your Pokemon can't be used. But honey, if you believe, you'll see 30 out of 10 your buddy Tropius will be. A little bit more useful than your primate, but you'll feel safe next to Viper, who gives you hugs when you need her. Pokemon, no matter where we roam, we may be deserted, but I know you can bring me home. What's that doing in there? I guess that's it. If you want to see me do more of these videos, unboxing Pokemon cards, please let me know in the comments, because I'll do it. Oh, and I absolutely forgot that today's best card, and by far my favorite, is this one. I love this card. I'm all about it, and I'm absolutely going to keep this forever. Well, that was really fun. I hope that you enjoyed it. I did. I hope that if you're ever on a deserted island, you will know which Pokemon or items or trainers to have with you. Anyway, I'll see you next time.